Joins us now right here on the Hank Stolz Experience, the founder of the Central Massachusetts Roller Derby League. And Helen, good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Now, see, I go back long enough to remember when roller derby was on TV on Saturday mornings. You'd watch it along with wrestling, or everybody got all excited, of course, when Raquel Welch did Kansas City Bombers. I mean, that was a great seminal film of my youth. But then people, I bet you get the question a lot of, oh, there's still roller derby.
We do. We get a lot of, oh, I remember that on television, and it was huge. It came back in the 70s and then the 80s, and it's completely morphed into a whole different game.
Right.
It's not what your parents or grandparents used to play or watch. So.
Well, what is it? Well, what is it now? How has it changed?
It's changed where it's not a bank track. It's a flat track. It was created in 2002 by the Austin Roller Girls. And it pretty much can be played anywhere. A lot of the old bank tracks have been destroyed, so it's changed in that way. The rules have become more of a sport versus a show.
Well, I'm not sure if I like any of this, Helen. I mean, that it's more of a sport and not as much of a show. I mean, listen. By the way, I mean it's more of a sport, not a show. Your name is Helen Bed, for crying out loud. Yes.
Well, you kind of earn your name. It's once you get to a certain level and you're bout eligible, you get to take on that name, and it has changed in that way where. So
it's a real badge of honor.
It is. It really is.
You worked hard to get that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, then tell me how you started out. Now you founded the league.
Yeah.
Which is great because you were down in Austin, Texas, and you watched her. I mean, how did that come about?
Well, about 3 years ago, I was watching a show on A&E, Roller Girls, and I said, oh, I got to do that, And one day I was on the T going to work, and I saw an article about the Boston Derby Dames, which is the second roller derby league in New England to be formed.
Oh, okay.
So I said, wow, this is kind of sort of close.
Yeah.
So I tried out for them, and I didn't make the team.
You've always been a roller skater.
Yes, I've always done pretty much skiing, skateboarding.
Yeah.
And so I ended up finding I didn't make the Boston Derby names, but I found a league in Western Mass, Pioneer Valley Roller Derby, which was the first co-ed flat track roller derby league ever formed. So I said, oh, this would be fun to play with men, get bashed around, whatever. And I started it, and the commute was just killing me. I mean, at the time I was living in New Hampshire, and so I said, hey, why not bring it to Worcester County? It's perfect. It's the perfect setting.
Is this the first season? How many seasons?
This is our first season. Yeah.
First season. How's the reception been so far?
It's been very good. We right now currently play in Lancaster, Mass. We sort of want to bring it more towards Worcester area.
Roll on America, right off of Route 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
people are familiar where that is.
It's pretty good. A lot of people ask, when are you going to come to Worcester?
Because big population center, and I gotta believe that this is. I would think that Worcester would be very receptive to seeing the teams. How many teams in the league?
We have 3 teams right now. We have the Switchblade Sallies, the Peony Linebackers, and the Mass Maelstrom, along with our travel team, which is the Petticoat Punishers. So
the Petticoat Punishers.
Yeah. And we kind of took it after Abby Kelly and the womenmen's rights movement, and our colors are from the.
She would be so proud that you took it from that. Absolutely. All right. So now, now when's the next bout coming up that somebody can watch?
The 29th of August. It's at Roll on America in Lancaster. The doors open at 5:30. Whistle at 6. It's a doubleheader. It's the Mass Maelstrom, our men's team, versus the Connecticut Death Quads, and then the Switchblade Sallies versus the Peony Linebackers.
All right, and which team are you on?
I am on the Switchblade Sallies.
Switchblade Sallies. Well, I'm coming out to root for you. I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be a blast. I'll bring my girls.
So much fun.
They'll have a lot of fun. Now, my girls and I did go out and see that Drew Barrymore film with the girl from Juno. Yeah. Now they did have the bank track though.
They did.
I mean, that was kind of a throwback.
It's still very popular in the Austin area. They still had some of the tracks left, and it's. If we could do the bank track, I think it would be a great experience. But it's so expensive, and they're long gone, and it's the cost.
Although,
it's kind of
if
like
there was one hanging around, it would be hanging around somewhere in Worcester. Somebody would watch this and say, "I've got one."
Exactly. It would be nice to find that one on Craigslist, but I doubt it.
All right. So how does the sport work?
Basically, what it is there's 5 people on the track per team, and there's 4 blockers and 2 jammers. There's a line of the blockers in the front and the 2 jammers in the back. And the first whistle will blow and the pack moves.
Right.
Second whistle, the jammers go. The first jammer to make it through the pack with no penalties becomes what they call the lead jammer, and they can call the jam off at any time. The second pass through is when they start accumulating points. So every opponent that they pass, they accumulate a point. But if both the jammers go through and one of them has a minor, and there becomes no lead jammer, that means the jam has to go on for a full 2 minutes, which is an eternity. An
eternity. All right. Well, so are you going to hand me out some rules when I go walking in, so I'm going to know, or I'll pick it up quickly?
Oh yeah. We have the programs, the handout.
Complicated.
It is. And once you get to see a few games, or you start to pick it up, it really is edge of your seat. Oh yeah. It's so much fun. But we have programs at the bouts that explain the basics of the game. We do a quick demo before the game, so it gives everybody an idea of what they're in for.
And now you've got a boot camp coming up, Fresh Meat.
Yes, we're looking for fresh meat.
Where people can come on in and join.
Yes.
Right.
So
now,
we
when
have
does that happen?
It's August 21st and 22nd. It's Saturday and Sunday, and it's from 9 to noon on Saturday and 4 to 7 on Sunday. And what it is we're going to, round up all the fresh meat and then split them up and show them the basics. And
now, how much experience do you need to have?
You don't need any experience.
None.
We have men and women that have come in that have crawled the walls with their skates, and now they're out there, and within a few months they've got it.
Right.
It's I mean, it could take a lot of work, and that's the thing. And we don't push people. It's at their own pace. It's not like, oh, you can't do this. So
well, because I'm guessing you could have two.
Yeah.
Two ways that you could go. One, that you end up with people who really want to do it, but maybe they're a little afraid of the contact. And the flip side is those who maybe they're a little too much excited about the contact. Yeah,
we have a mixture of both. We do have a lot. It's kind of a lot of you never know. Once they get out there, they kind of know what they want to do. But if they feel that it's not their thing, we also have referees. They can do NSO for the game. They can do anything to help the league.
Yeah.
So if they feel that they want to be part of the league, but yet not actually skate, that's fine. But then we do have people that are just like, they're out there and they're like, kill the jammer!
Right away, hit somebody.
They don't care about the game.
Now, is there a certain stance that you get into when you begin?
Yes.
Right. Can you show us that?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see that. All right.
Well, the basic stance is you want to keep your legs kind of shoulder width apart.
Right.
And you want to kind of sit down like you're about to sit in a chair.
Yeah.
And that kind of keeps your stability, and it gives you that, if somebody's going to hit you, you're not going to fall if you're lower and you're at that squat position. So, but if you're standing up, you're going to go
right
over. You're going to go down. Yeah.
Right, so this is some of the things that you would teach at the boot camp.
Oh yeah, the boot camp is pretty much the stance.
How to get down. Yeah.
And we do. We learn stride. We teach them stride, which is very important, and stopping and falling properly.
Right. Well, you got a good amount of pads on there, but still very, very physical. You got to be a little black and blue after.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had practice last night and
you can
got
feel
hit pretty hard. Oh yeah.
So what's but you enjoy that aspect of it?
I do. It's kind of hard to explain. It's getting out your frustrations of the day, and I don't know. It's great exercise. I was never really an organized sports player in school. And I find that a lot with some of the people that come into the league, where it's like, I wish I had this in school, or if there was only something out there. Like my parents always say, now your clothing, I can understand it now.
Now, what's your day job?
My day job, I am an auditor for the Department of Transportation, so.
Of course, so you really can get out all these frustrations, and sometimes when you're at your day job, you just say, "Boy, I wish I could get this guy."
Oh yeah,
out there
I mean, how can you not? And I find myself in traffic going, "Ooh, if I could just do a shoulder check, that car would just get it right out of my way."
That's fantastic. All right, well, we're speaking with Helen Wheels, it's telling us a little.